People are talking about the paleo diet. People are talking about bringing it back to an artisanal vibe. Everybody's making their own axes, their own belts, their own things like that. Why are we thinking about everything else? Like, but our computers need to be able to quantify this at this speed. Whatever. I think it's a very interesting time where everyone is just like craving something a little more with a human touch, and at the exact same time, it's immense pressure for technology to whatever. Well, here's a way you can combat that with, first of all, just playing the drums is an absolute combative position in the world today. It's a holy position. But take it to the next level, play it with an animal bone. I mean, I've heard stories about the great drum teacher Bob Moses. Just kids show up from, you know, I don't know, they're some rich New England background, and they show up at New England Conservatory, and they're like, want to study with Bob Moses. And he's like, sits down, pulls a couple branches off of a tree and goes, play some shit, you fucking cracker, dude. And they're just like, fuck. Yeah, exactly. Well, I do a similar thing, more of a Midwest twist. I go out and I find deer bones. And because a lot of deers get hit by semi-trucks right near my house. In fact, I mean, all night long I hear deer screaming sometimes in the ditch. Just screaming for 2 or 3 hours. It's like a fucking scene from, I don't know, Deer Hunter. I mean, if you want to pull it all together, I could immediately be thinking about the film Deer Hunter, which I'm going to talk about later, because we're going to talk about method acting and how that relates to basically playing drum feels that you have actual no real life experience or no right to be doing. So like, let's say you're just some guy trying to put fake grease all over your jazz drumming or your funk playing because you've heard records, but you're, you know, some privileged private school head that is just like able to ingest shit and whatever. That's totally cool. It's legitimate because you're a method actor. Nobody comes up to Daniel Day-Lewis and goes, "You're full of shit, man." He's like, "Really? Actually, I'm a fucking bad motherfucker, and I'm a method actor. I'm clearly not a oil prospector in real life, but in There Will Be Blood, I'm an oil prospector. Hey, did anybody fucking question that? Well, so what if some dude shows up and he's got no life experience at all with Latin rhythms, but he's shredded some of the great Latin patterns and books and is just like, hey, this is Latin music, you know, here's a clave. What, man? And it sounds good? Who cares? Who cares if they're from, you know, like Nova Scotia? Well, you know, think about it. It's method acting. That's another thing we're going to get into later. What? What? Oh, are you kidding me? No, they're Gucci. It's Gucci, Prada. Yeah. What's up? What's up? Yeah, they're Prada. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm here. What's up, everybody? Now, you see that right there? That was a scenario that's how you make an entrance into the studio. Okay, and I don't care if you're playing on, you know, like a Willie Nelson record, or you're playing, you know, you're making a demo tape for some band that, you know, sounds like a hideous Earth, Wind & Fire ripoff that just plays hotel lounges. You roll in with a vibe like that where you're disconnected enough to create a mystery, and at the same time you've got a huge ego, you've got a big puffed out chest, and you know, you've got the chops to back it up. I'm telling you right there, everyone's sort of like, gosh, it appears to me anyway, after years of thinking that wasn't cool, it appears to me that that is the type of energy that runs the world. I mean, if you're looking at any form of entertainment, and if you look at anyone in the industry, from Simon Cowell to whoever, you're saying that people aren't acting like that. Everyone appears to be acting like that, and no one seems to be reflecting about anything, and everything seems to be fine, and everyone makes a shit ton of money. The more self-conscious I am, the more second-guessing I am about all of my behavior, and like trying to be cool with everyone and trying to, you know, be gentle and be humble and all of those things. That is not a situation that's rewarded in the entertainment world. That is a situation that's rewarded if you're like a poet or something. But if you want to play music, I'm sorry, but there's no room for poetry, and that's how you get the gig. Deerbone, paleo, artisanal, swing it. Important too to get your facial shit together when you're playing the drums. You don't want to be too I see these guys are just like assassin cool. They're just like, what? And you don't want to be too emotive. Earlier in my career, I was showing too much emotion. It's almost like I was being moved somehow by the music, and you don't want to show that all the way. You want to show your cards, man. You want to keep it a little closer to the vest. The happy medium is a place I've been seeking for several years now. How can you be moved by music to the level where you want to cry? You're so moved by what's happening, even if you're doing it. But you also realize that you're a person that needs to hide part of yourself, because in society we don't honor purity of emotion. We honor a sort of like refined version of ourselves. And we'll get back into branding after that. But like there, I'm clearly into this. Well, let me play a little different groove. The nod is an acknowledgement that we're all having a good time. But I'm not like, that's ridiculous. But let's just say somebody is really in that zone of like, man, they are fucking there on a cellular level with that groove. I think it's all about what you honor as far as life experience. If there was some old dude sitting in a parking lot with a drum kit and a little top hat out saying, you know, give him some money for this groove. And let's just say the groove is just like a straight up beat like that, and he's just like this, woo! You'd be like, that guy's the shit. But you take some 9th grade, you know, doofus from like some suburban community, and they're going like, woo, yeah! You just want to kill them. I mean, it's a fucking nightmare. But, you know, and what do you do with that? I don't know. You know, I don't have any answer with that quagmire. All I'm saying is the things we honor in society, be one of those. And that's how you get the gig.